Basic English, weak youngsters. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Basic English, weak youngsters. What do you see in the picture? What is it? If there is a breeze on the canal, people can easily connect with the people of other side. So, people can link each other by what? By what? Connector. So, today's lesson is connector or linkers. That means sentence connectors. Unit 9, Lesson 1. Let's start. What is connector or linker? A connector or linker is a word that works as a conjunction to join two or more words, phrases and clauses together. What do you need them? We need them because they join ideas and show how those ideas are related to one another. They join ideas and show how those ideas are related to one another. They help us organize our ideas. It's easier for the reader to follow. What do you see? Which country is it? Bhutan. This is the only one airport. This is the only airport of Bhutan. Life in the hill. Life in the hill is challenging. Life in the hill can be really exciting. Despite the life in the hill is challenging, it can be really exciting. Even though life in the hill is challenging, it can be really exciting. Life in the hill is challenging, however, it can be very exciting. So, despite, even though, however, are connected, they are connectors. Despite, even though, however, all these words are linker or connectors. So, life in the hill is challenging, therefore it can be very exciting. So, therefore is linker or connectors. How can we link these sentences? I went to a party. The music was not good. I decided to stay anyway. I made my friends. We had a great time. We went to a party, but the music was not good. I decided to stay anyway because I made my friends and we had a great time. Can you find a different way to link these sentences? This is what we did. I went to a party, but the music was not good. I decided to stay anyway because I met my friends and we had a great time. I went to a party even though the music was not good. I decided to stay. Eventually, I had a great time because I met my friends. Connectors of addition. Additionally, furthermore, in addition, moreover, similarly, likewise, in the same way, besides, not only but also. Both of them are used as an addition. So remember it. See if you can add some connectors. Learning English is important. It is a useful language. It is the international language. You should learn it. You can travel around the world. You can communicate with people all over the world. Where can you add connectors? Answer is, learning English is important and it is a useful language. As it is the international language, you should learn it. You can travel around the world and you can communicate with people all over the world. Connectors of contrast to mean different. If the sentences are of contrast, at that time we have to use these connectors. However, nevertheless, although, though, even though, in spite of, despite, in contrast to, on the other hand, whereas, while, on the contrary. Always use a comma after however and therefore. I don't like when it rains. However, we desperately need water in our tent. Use a comma after however. I don't like when it rains. However, comma, we desperately need water in our tent. Or, I don't like when it rains. However, we desperately need water in our tent. Although, even though, despite, in spite of. Wrong. Although that, I hate rainy days, we desperately need water in our tent. It is wrong. Right? Although I hate rainy days, we desperately need water in our tent. Wrong. Despite that it was raining, we went to a walk. Right. Right sentence. Despite the rain, we went for a walk. So, use a noun phrase and do not use complete sentence. If you will use complete sentence at that time, it will be wrong. Connectors of cause and effect. Very important. Therefore, consequently, as a result, thus, for this reason, because of, in order to, so that, that's a what? Connectors of cause and effect. So, what is the connectors of which connector uses for causes and effect? Therefore, consequently, as a result, thus, for this reason, because of, in order to, so that. Okay. Connectors of sequence. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. Next, afterwards or after that, eventually, finally. Before that or beforehand. Other connectors. There are some other connectors also. Fortunately or unfortunately. Likely. Obviously. For example. For instance. Such as. Group work. Read the following paragraph using at least 5 connectors. Okay. Answer. Recycling is something that is fairly easy to do. First of all, this is connector. Small plastic bottles and glass bottles can be collected. For example, it's also connector. They can be brought to the supermarket in order to connector get a refund. For bigger plastic bottles, there are places where you can dispose of the bottles. Secondly, paper can be recycled. Newspapers can be cut and thrown in special containers. The newspapers are recycled and used to make new papers. In addition, you can use both sides of the page when writing. Finally, you should try to use plastic bags to a minimum. For instance, you can bring your own bags. As a result, you will save on. Your homework. Write a paragraph explaining a recent decision you have made and the reasons behind it. Use at least 4 connectors. If you'd like me to correct it and give you feedback, hand it in to me. Dear viewers, write your feelings to the comment box of this video or my Facebook page, Halim Sir. Thank you. Goodbye.